fear that you will not be perfect. But let me say this, perfection isn't the goal. Obedience is. Yeah. Perfection isn't the goal. Obedience is. You don't need the perfect lights. You don't need the perfect mic, the perfect software. All of that is going to come. But your audience is only looking for an obedient heart. You don't need to be flawless, just faithful to the call. Your audience is only looking for someone that will boldly step out, and showing boldness starts with what you have. What if I were to tell you you've been sitting on something? Not like a chair, but I'm talking about sitting on like a message, a gift, a calling, a book, an ebook, a podcast, an untapped potential that you know that you have been impregnated only by God with. Listen, what if I were to tell you that your audience is waiting for you? Yeah. The question in this episode is, what's stopping you? And I'll just put, let's make it one on one, and I include myself. What is stopping us? Listen, the power of your voice is how certain voices leave a lasting impact. What do I mean by that? I mean those voices that we hear about throughout years and years of our lives, such as Martin Luther King and Cesar Chavez, Mother Teresa, Malcolm X, Michael Jackson. Those voices that have shifted generations and that have made iconic impact in the world only by one thing, and that was their voice. Listen, the reason why their voice made impact and the reason why your voice can make impact is by the words you have spoken. And that's the reason why I always say that our words have weight. So if our words have weight, your voice has power. Yeah. You may not have 2 million fans, but if you can only impact two people, that those two people have the same majesty or the same effect as 2 million do. What if God calls you just to two people instead of 2,000 people? And the reason why I say your voice has power is because no one can say it the way you only can. You are only you. And the only thing your people, your community, your audience, your fan base, let's just say that, they're only looking for you. And wouldn't that be just that fear is keeping us stuck? You know, the common fears that we talk about throughout our days, fear of failure, me. Fear of people, me. Fear of success. You know, those two things that I mentioned, those first two things, the fear of failure and the fear of people, that I can definitely relate to. When I first released my book, The Sunday Reset, or my ebook, The Sunday Reset, I feared that nobody would support me. Nobody would say congratulations. Nobody would, the people would not even look my way when I released the book. I feared that people would say behind my back that I was not, I'm sure they did though, that I was not qualified to be an author. I was not qualified to be a podcaster. Nobody would listen to you because you don't have nothing to say. You hear all of these things because you fear that you will not be perfect. But let me say this, perfection isn't the goal. Obedience is. Yeah. Perfection isn't the goal. Obedience is. You don't need the perfect lights. You don't need the perfect mic, the perfect software. All of that is going to come. But your audience is only looking for an obedient heart. You don't need to be flawless, just faithful to the call. Your audience is only looking for someone that will boldly step out, and showing boldness starts with what you have. You don't need the perfect plan. Just start the thing and go. That's simple. Staying consistent. People connect with the version of you that shows up weekly, daily, monthly, but they will not show up if you leave a large gap in between of when you check in on your people that God has only assigned to you. Listen, the word says one plants, one waters, but God does the increase. God does the multiplication. Plant the seed and let God multiply it. He's not waiting for for you to, he's not wanting you to say that, oh, this person's more qualified than me because they have the credentials, they have the people, they have the influence. No, he's only wanting you to have the heart towards people that will not think, that the highly influential will not think about. What if he's calling you to orphanages? What if he's calling you to those who are widows? What if he's calling you to people that you would have never thought you would have the qualifications or even the passion for? Why? Because he multiplies the seed. We only water and plant it. Listen, your audience is waiting, and the longer you wait, the longer they wait. The longer you put off on the calling, the longer they have to put off growth. Yeah. So as I sign off Reset Community, just remember that your next reset starts with your next breakthrough. Yeah. Your next breakthrough starts with your next reset. Drop a comment in the chat if you're done playing small, because I'm here on this journey with you, and we will reset together. See you later.